Welcome back everyone. In this video lecture we will try to understand what exactly computer network or internet is. Myself Prashik Lukhande, assistant professor at Google University ISF College of Engineering. So if we try to define the term internet, we will say that it is nothing but a network of computers. Yeah, all those network of computers which are connected to each other through a network which try to communicate with each other or trying to access certain services. But this is not only the network of computers, but we have also more devices that are connected to this network, such as fax or our smartphones or our laptops. Now the wearable electronics are also introduced which are connected to this internet and are used for accessing certain services. Infographics provided by Cisco, mm, yeah, which tells the information about the devices that are connected to the internet. During year 2019, we see that there may be 20 billions of devices that were connected to the internet, while projected to the year 2023 we see that there may be more than 25 billions of devices that may be connected to the internet. So all those devices connected to internet are called hosts or end system devices, and all those devices are communicating through each other through a network. This network is working with the help of devices we call them as network routers or network switches. The role of the network routers or network switches is to transmit the data in the form of packets from one host system to another host system. Okay, so we have different networks. Okay, all such as home networks where we are having then cellular network, then enterprise network. All those networks are connected to each other with the help of service provider. We call it as internet service provider, local or regional service provider. Yeah, for example, mm, our telephone company or a cellular provider such as Geo or Idea Cellular or Airtel, etc. And all those regional ISPs are again connected to national or global ISPs, for example BSNL, or global ISPs such as AT&T Communication or L3 Communication Services or NTT. Okay, but how we are exactly getting access to this internet? Let us see. Suppose we have home network which is connected to local or regional ISP. There is a communication link between this home network and local or ISP. This link is called digital subscriber line or DSL. Objective of DSL is to carry the information from the host network to another host, yeah, host devices to another host. All the data that has been generated by these host connected to this network are in the form of digital one, but it is converted into analog and are transmitted over this DSL line. Yeah, there may be a different DSL lines such as telephone line, which are the twisted pair lines which are having frequency of 40 kilohertz, or it may be a line from cable operator, for example, a coaxial cable, which may be having a bandwidth of 10 Mbps or greater than up to 50 Mbps or 70 Mbps. Yeah, or there may be a high bandwidth cables such as optical fiber cable which are having a bandwidth of more than 100 Mbps, maybe 1 Gbps. Okay, so these lines are, or physical lines are actually used as a communication link between any host to other host or any network to another network in this system. Not only this, the national or global ASP are also having those routers from local or regional ISP or different networks, but with very high speed, with high speed processors or switches. or high speed communication links such as high frequency communication links or satellite links or optical fiber cables which are having very high bandwidth greater than 1 gbps, 100 gbps, 1000 gbps, etc. Okay, so what we are actually doing here, we are uh, transferring our data over a large global network from one network to another network through ISPs and through routers, through network switches. Yeah, but what we are actually doing, we are transferring this data in the form of packets over this network. Uh, and not only this, but we are actually accessing these services on this network. So this access of services such as browsing or streaming of videos or video calling, etc., all those services are accessed on this network. All those services are in the form of application that are running on our physical systems such as our computers, our smartphone, yeah, whatever it may be. All those applications are trying to connect with the another applications that are present on the host system that is connected to the network. But those applications are trying to have connection with the application, the same application or the services that is running on the another host connected to this network or server that is connected to this network. In order to do such, we need to have the location of the host that are connected to network. For this purpose, we have the addressing system. We call this as IP addressing system. We must have a certain model or certain format or certain rules that should be uh, followed by all the system irrespective of the network, whether it is LAN, WAN, MAN, whether it is wireless or wired network or the network whatever it is using, any kind of hardware. Irrespective of hardware, the network should be able to have the communication, interruption free communication or error free communication, so that we need to follow a particular set of rules. We call those rules as protocols. What we are having, we are having some application running on the system. This application is trying to communicating with another application on the host or server that is connected to this network, but this application may be a lot of number that is running on the our system. So for this application, they are actually trying to connect different servers or host at the same time. So we need to maintain a session, yeah, so that that application should only connect to that particular application on respect to host or the server. For that purpose, we have a virtual address to this application or services. We call them as ports, and we form a virtual link called as sockets in between those host and server applications. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are having applications which are actually accessing service in the form of virtual network on those physical network. So what, in order to run this system efficiently, we need to follow certain protocols, yeah, or certain models, such as we know it as TCP IP model, or a model, standard model, that is we called open system interconnection. Yeah, these models are followed by the system irrespective of the network, irrespective of the hardware, in order to maintain this system. Okay, so we will see those models, TCP IP model and OSI model, in next video lectures.